Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
Local female Uber driver arrested because her passenger says that she stole his phone.
Yeah, the driver says that's not what happened at all. She spoke exclusively to News 3's Kim Kung about what happened and the message she has for those who use ride-sharing apps.
I was scared not just for myself, but for my passengers.
Scared after Sylvia Hogue, an Uber driver, got a phone call from a previous passenger
Saying that I needed to stop everything I was doing and bring him his phone immediately. And I told him I could not because I had a passenger in my vehicle, but I would get up with him first thing in the morning to return it to him.
This all stems from a cell phone he left in her car. He claimed she was stealing it.
He told me that he would be tracking me and will come show up and get his phone.
If you forget an item in the car after an Uber ride, you can contact the driver to try and get it back. However, it has to be a time that's convenient for the both of you. However, neither Uber or the drivers are responsible for items you leave in the car once the trip ends.
Around 2:30 a.m., the father of my children contacted me. He told me that there was a gentleman on his phone. I not only feared for his safety, but my children were sleeping there as well.
Shortly after, she drove to a Virginia Beach police precinct, dropped off the passenger's phone, then went home and went to sleep. When she woke up, a warrant for felony grand larceny was issued.
Before going in to turn myself in, I was definitely very scared.
Now she has a message to others.
In your vehicle, A, report it to Uber. B, return it to the police station.
Hogue will be in court later this month. She set up a listed address. No one answered the door. I'm Kim Kung, News 3.
Uber driver arrested, charged with a felony for returning a lost iPhone. An Uber driver got arrested for felony grand larceny even after she'd returned an iPhone which a reportedly drunk and belligerent passenger left behind. By Jack Burns, November 13, 2017. An Uber driver is facing felony grand larceny charges, fines and prison time, all because a rider seemingly wasn't patient enough to wait for the driver to return the iPhone he left in her car. The rider went so far as to show up at 3:30 a.m. looking for her. Adding insult to injury, the ride-share driver was arrested, hours after she'd already returned the phone to a local police precinct. When Sylvia Hogue, an Uber driver in coastal Virginia, picked up Travis Price November 3, she likely had no idea she was going to be taken on a ride through hell on earth. Hogue, a mother of 4, an Uber driver for 2 years, picked up and dropped off Price at the agreed-upon locations. But what Hogue didn't know, and what Price realized minutes later, was that the rider accidentally left his iPhone in her minivan. Hogue went about her business of picking up and dropping off passengers on the busy November night, unaware Price left his phone in her car until she heard it ringing in the back seat. She retrieved it, placed it in a safe location, and then got a call from Price. She said he demanded his phone back immediately. It was him saying I needed to stop everything I was doing and bring him his phone immediately. I told him I could not because I had a passenger in the vehicle and I would get up with him first thing in the morning to return it to him. Even though Uber's lost item policy is for the forgetful party and the driver to agree upon a mutually approved location and time to return the left behind items, Price was being unreasonable, even making threats, Hogue said. The Uber driver said Price was being forceful, threatening to track her every movement until she brought the phone to him. Advertisement. I knew that it had something to do with his phone. I was scared not just for myself, but for my passengers because if he was tracking everything, he would see here I would stop for pickups, he would see here I stopped for drop-offs. But Hogue says after the person she would only identify as Travis, showed up reportedly drunk, at the home of her children's father, she said she then feared for her safety and the safety of her children. He told me there was a gentleman on his front step, banging on his door demanding to know where his phone is. I not only feared for his safety, but my children were sleeping there as well. Instead of meeting the drunk and belligerent man, who'd already traced the vehicle to the home it was registered to, and was banging on the door at 3:30 a.m., all of which is unreasonable. She thought of a safer option, she believed. She decided to take the phone to a local Virginia Beach police station and leave it there for Price to retrieve. Here's a photo she took of Price's iPhone at the window of the police precinct, as she was dropping it off. Read more. Victim fights back after horrifying video shows judge torture him in court. Hours later, much to her surprise, Hogg was told to come back to the police station to be arrested for theft of the cell phone Price left in her car. Yes, that's right. Even after she'd returned the phone to the police, she was arrested for its theft. Price had asked for and received a warrant for her arrest. Here's a copy of the warrant for her arrest. Hogg was notified of the warrant for her arrest by a police detective's phone call the morning after she'd already turned in the phone. She didn't ignore the warrant but took some time to contact Uber, a federal agent friend, and others. I called a federal officer I know and he said I needed to turn myself in right then and there. I made arrangements for my children, spent 3 hours on the phone with Uber, to come up with zero help from them, and finally turned myself in between 9 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. I was released between 11 p.m. and 11:30 p.m. How the police were unable to put 2 and 2 together, and drop the charges against Hogg is incredulous, to say the least. Nevertheless, Hogg was arrested hours after she'd turned in the cell phone to the Virginia Beach Police Department. Not only did she return the lost phone to a government authority capable of returning it to its rightful owner, but she was arrested after the fact. As a result, both police departments are likely liable for false arrest. She told TFTP the police officers didn't want to arrest her. They didn't want to arrest me to begin with. Never was cuffed, never was put in a cell. Hogg set up a YouCaring page and is only asking for $5,000 to defend herself in court. She says she's not going to risk her future career in information technology by attempting to represent herself before the judge. To date, she's only received $260 towards her $5,000 goal. Read more. Cop ordered to pay $415,000 of own money to family of unarmed teen he killed. She has a warning for other rideshare drivers out there. I just want everyone to know that this could happen to anyone at any point in time. I need everyone to know that if you have a left item in your vehicle, report it to Uber, and return it to the police station immediately. Here's the story as first reported by VA Beach WKTR News 3. Hodge says both she and her ex will be suing. For the record, she never gave TFTP his full name, only referring to him as Travis. However, we were able to ascertain his identity through comments left behind on social media. Also, Ms. Hodge's attorney told her Mr. Price picked up his phone on the 6th of November but is apparently still pressing charges.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I found that I had to make a change this ending on my videos, letting you know about the channel and fair use laws, you know, how we can report on other people's reporting and how it's good, how it's bad, etc. But you guys can look it up yourself. It is legal. It's in there. But like I've told you before, that I've been cut off from making money on YouTube for 4 years. It's really weird, bizarre, but they cut the money off, but they said you can keep the channel, and now YouTube makes all the money. And if you get bored, plug it into Social Blade website, and you'll see that they are making a huge amount off the site. Right now it's at 63 million views, 53,000 subscribers, almost 3 million views a month. You know, trying to wake people up, and I make nothing. In fact, I got a customer that's ex-congressman. He said if I could ever find a lawyer, sue YouTube on it. But because this is nuts. 4 hours a day, and to save America. You know, but at the same time, it's worth it. Look at what our founding fathers did. They died for this country. So, but getting back to the money part, this is why I'm redoing the video. Is my dream of everyone giving $1, and it's going to be $53,000 a year, or if they did Patreon, which you know, can be monthly. That is not working. That'd be great if it did. Nothing is perfect. And I appreciate the people that do donate, you know, what they can on PayPal. And there again, I'm letting you guys know that is not much. Is, you know, monthly is, oh my god. So anyways, yes, you cannot live on it. It's very, very, very low amount. But the dollar things, I do appreciate that. But when I first said everybody give $1, that's not working. I'm just I'm just letting you guys know it's, yeah, that dream. Everybody gives $1. 53,000 subscribers, it's not working. So yes, if you can give more than that, you know, I appreciate it. Like I said, you know, I'm in a unique situation where, you know what, we're already debt free, and I'm not rich, but with the little business that we have, I am able to do what I am able to do 45 hours a day, you know, letting you guys know what's going on. In 4 years, I've did the whole thing myself. 12,000 videos on there. I literally get emails where people are like, holy crap, I never knew it was this bad. And it is this bad, and it's getting worse every day because we have the internet, we have cell phones, we have cameras everywhere now, and it's just disgusting what's going on. And then, as you guys know too, we got Trump, we got Jeff Sessions doing a war on drugs, and now he wants to go after the forfeiture laws again. It's just unfreaking real. So if you can give more than that dream of everybody giving $1, yeah, that old video, that's not working. They're not. They're just not. So anyways, if you can give more than that dream is not working. Hardly anybody is giving. There you go. So that's why I'm remaking the video. If you can give more than that, that would be great. And there again, like I said, the Patreon's there. There is some people on there that are starting to give, but there again, it's very, very low. And like I said, I don't want to get rich off of that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, you know, it's still so stinking corrupt. It's not even funny. My court case that I'm going to be paying out of my pocket myself with Charlotte County's coming up. They illegally looked me up and then posted all my information on LEOAFFAIRS website. They basically doxed me, however you want to say that. I forget what the word is, and they outed me, man. And that information on that site went out to 500 sheriffs, deputies, people that work at the jail, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, it is very, very scary, but we're going to do a federal case, 1983 case, violating freedom of speech. We have 17 cameras in the house now. We got 2 cameras in the car. I always carry a camera plus a cell phone. A lot of people are highly recommending I get a vest now. If I could, if the wife would let me, I would run for sheriff. We are trying to push the thing nationwide right now, where just to mix it up and to get the topics out there is register to run for sheriff, NPA, no party affiliation, as a write-in, and that is completely free, and you can participate in the elections. And there's a lot of stuff. We got a guy, James McLinnis in Pinellas County, Tampa, who almost won. He experienced the corruption himself. The story is unbelievable. Look him up. It's mind-blowing what they did. It pissed him off. He is very, very smart. He has way more money than I did. He ran for sheriff at the last 3 months last year in 2016 and almost won. He got all of the black vote. And the reason why he did that is because he ran in, I will not bust, we're in Florida, I will not bust anybody for weed anymore unless it's an ungodly huge amount, like pounds. And then he also ran in, no more victimless crimes, no more of this freaking road pirate bull crap. And then he was going to cut the budget by 30%. And when you think about that, you can. If you stop the road pirates, you can get rid of a bunch of people. Gone. So, the wife has been saying, yes, I can, yes, I can't. So I don't know. We're trying to find somebody that can do it because I am busy doing this anyways. But, so I'm making a video, like I said, that $1 a month from everybody, you know, for 53,000 subscribers, that is not working. I'm just letting you guys know. Absolutely give way more than $1 a month. If you can, I appreciate anything. By the way, remember too, when you give that, PayPal takes like freaking 15 to 20%, so it's even worse than that. But And there again, like I'm letting you guys know, it's what I get is very, very low. Appreciate it, but it is very, very low. Can't live on it. I'm just, I'm working, and that's what I'm working on. And that court case is going to cost a buttload of money. That's federal court. Just the filing fees and the depositions that we're going to be doing with this corrupt cop. So there's another reason to give. We are going to be doing a deposition with this very corrupt. He was in a drug squad. He is a bad guy. He's on steroids. We heard steroids are rampant here. That's why their attitude is so bad. And we are going to get him on video, and it will be on YouTube. So that case alone is $5,000 just to bring it to court, and that's my money out of my pocket. So there's another reason to give, and give way more than $1 if you can. So keep that in mind. This is the new video, and I see, God, I talk a lot. It's already 7 minutes, but had to make it just to let you know the $1 a month from everybody is not working. They're not doing it. So if you can give more than that, please. So thanks. Keep it up. Share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, send me your videos on corruption, and I'll post it.